Let's get you a live look. That's a lot worse. That should be the New York City skyline. If you've been with us so far this hour, we showed you that. It looks right at Lower Manhattan. You can't see a thing right now. The Garden State under a state of emergency from the flash flooding and the threat of more of these severe storms that are pushing across much of the state. Let's go back out there over to the New Jersey side of the Hudson River to Hoboken. That is where we find Fox Weather's Kiyana Lewis. Kiyana, I'm not sure if you have returned. I wish you could see the camera that we just looked at, but you're not missing much. You can't see anything. Can you see? Can you see across the river from where you are?
I was going to say, I have my own vantage point here in Hoboken of the city, and frankly, you can't really see it here either. I'll actually step out the way for you because you could earlier see the skyline of the city. We actually could see the Empire State Building, World One Trade Center, the Hudson Yards. You can't see any of that now. It's just this blanket sheet of rain and the cloud coverage that has rolled on in. We're starting to see some puddling here across parts of Hoboken. We know that we're starting to butt up into maybe that evening commute, maybe a couple folks getting out of work earlier to try to beat the rain. We have seen a lot of folks kind of running down towards the PATH station. So they've been trying to get out here ahead of the rain, but for some, they just didn't make it in time. And this rain has been pouring down. We've been hearing the crackles of thunder, robust crackles of thunder. We've been seeing some lightning here too. Thankfully, the winds have started to calm down a bit, but I know that we are under that flood warning. We are under a flood watch. We are also under a severe thunderstorm watch through this evening too. So we have a plethora of alerts that are up here across northern New Jersey, back across the 5 boroughs where you are, and we're headquartered there in New York. And this heavy rain is just pouring on in. The thing is, we have this through the next couple of hours. So a lot of folks now need to be prepped. If you haven't already, you still have a little bit of leeway, but this rain's moving into your direction. And to Ian's point, we are expecting some of these storms to start backfilling too. So we could see this kind of take us well into that evening commute, if not getting close to the dinner time hours. I know that I talked to earlier the public emergency management here in Hoboken, and they did put out an entire alert letting people know not to park in those flood-prone areas because they do plan on using the floodgates later this afternoon and evening if the water warrants it too, or the rain warrants it too. So we're starting to see that kind of play out now. Temperatures have significantly dropped. Ian, I'll tell you, we got out here, we were sweating. The humidity was taking over, and it was definitely oppressive. But now as we go through this rain, we have that rain-cooled air that's pushed through. We're back into the 70s. I actually have the chills a little bit. So it has dropped significantly in terms of the temperatures. Rain sticking around. It looks like we may be catching a break. Possibly the rain has lightened up a bit within this hit here, but we'll watch it closely. I know that we are in for the long haul here, and we'll be talking to you every step of the way here out of Hoboken.
Yeah, it does appear, you're exactly right. The worst of this is right over Lower Manhattan to about Coney Island. It was pushing off in that direction. You said it though, 76 degrees, you get cold and then the temperature drops like that, and you do get chilly fast. Kiyana, I wanted to ask you, we had showed during your report some of the video from last year when that station flooded and it looked like the tracks were like canals, like Venice or something. This is, we know, a station that is a bit flood prone. Have you seen, there's some of the pictures from that last year. Have you seen any issues just yet, or is it slowing things down? I bet a lot of folks are trying to get there and get home before things get any worse.
Yeah. What I will say is that I've seen a lot of folks heading that way. I haven't seen folks heading back this way. So that lets me know that folks are getting on their transit where they have to go. I'm actually going to take a walk after this hit to see how things have fared so far with this one thunderstorm. But yes, to your point, Hoboken, it's shaped like a bowl. So a lot of the water that comes in here quickly with the rain, it collects quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if I catch something. And of course, we'll bring you the latest when I go down there too. Excellent.
Kiyana, looking forward to that. I know, 20 minutes to 4 o'clock. The workday is still rolling. There's a lot of it left for a bunch of folks, and they're not looking ahead to what they have to encounter with this evening rush. Kiyana, we'll be talking with you soon. Thank you.